It was winter on the island of Sodor. The first fog had begun to roll over the sea. Thomas and Clarabelle loved the quiet of Misty Valley, but Thomas must be careful of rocks that sometimes roll onto the track. Cyril the fogman had a very important job. He puts detonators on the tracks to warn the engines when there's fog ahead. Whoo, shivered Thomas as he ran over to the detonator. That made my axles tingled. Cyril's done his job, said his driver. We better slow down. There's fog ahead. Thank you, Cyril, said Thomas. That night at the sheds, Sir Topham had something special to show the engines. It was very large and strange looking. What is it, Percy? It's a new invention, a railway foghorn, said Sir Topham. It warns you when there's fog ahead, like this. That's loud, said Percy. Too loud, huffed James. Sounds like a tugboat to me, grumbled Gordon. Thomas looked worried. What will Cyril do now, he asked. He'll be getting a much-needed rest, said Sir Topham. Besides, this new foghorn will be more reliable. Poor Cyril, whispered Thomas. He's been scrapped. The next day, Percy was cheerfully chuckling through Misty Valley when suddenly... Oh, cheapers, exclaimed Percy. That foghorn is so loud it rattles my tongue and doesn't make my axles tingle. Still, we better slow down, said his driver. There's fog ahead. The foghorn had been so loud that it made the hillside shake. No sooner was Percy out of sight. With one rock fell, then another, and another. Before long, the track was blocked, and the foghorn was crushed. Not far away, Thomas was happily puffing right on time. I can't see a thing, said Thomas, and then he before could even think of anything else. Bust my buffers, cried Thomas. What happened to the foghorn? I don't know, said his driver, but at least nobody's been hurt. Toby will be coming down the line any minute, said his fireman. If there's no fog warning, said Thomas, he'll run into us. Leave it to me, called a voice from the fog. Dun-dun-dun-dun. It's Cyril, said Thomas. I hope he's in time. Toby and his coach, Henrietta, were chuffing along. Toby was looking for a well to drink at the next station when... Fog detonators, puffed Toby. There must be fog ahead, said his driver. We better slow down. And just around the next bend, with his axles still tinkling, Toby was very glad they did. Otherwise, they would have crashed into Thomas's wreck. Soon the tracks were cleared and Thomas was back on the rails. If it hadn't been for Cyril, said Thomas, Toby would have had a worse accident than me. Instead of replacing Cyril with the foghorn, said Sir Topham, we'll replace that foghorn with Cyril. It'll clearly be more reliable. Thank you, sir, said Cyril. And thank you, said Toby. No, that's all indeed, said Thomas. Well, would I make my axles tingle, said Percy.